Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped out.
It's week 11 of the NFL, and we'll see Asante Samuel Jr. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Bucs and the Chargers.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And a play fake. Now Sanchez. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Bucs at 6-4 now on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 50, it's Sanchez. Pass incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. They'll go up the middle with White. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2nd and 5. Off of play action, Sanchez. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jamal Agnew with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He completes it right side to White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert now. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 5 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got room to roam, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Done good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Sanchez. Under pressure, they got him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss And it also brings up fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner is a former defensive back. That might be almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Devin White gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Herbert. A quick pass here. He's got Shepard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Herbert. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, Herbert on third down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And this one goes right through. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career low.
We did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance. So not a surprise, but there's still something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Sanchez. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamal Agnew. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. On first down, Justin Herbert. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. Herbert on first down now.
This is Shepard on the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That's taken in by Palmer. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So a very tight first half. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, it's Herbert. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Finds Johnston. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Herbert off of play action. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now it's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. That is intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Sanchez. And this is going to be incomplete.
Be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable here for Davis. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Chargers ready to take over. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he works free. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Done good with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that drove at 4 plays. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. A time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Sanchez. He's got him in. Complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tim Patrick, 39 yards. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. On his feet. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. Down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now it's Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Bucs now. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On 1st down, here's Sanchez. Here's White. They set up the screen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Sanchez on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. More from L.A. in a moment. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Pushing his way through and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Right side, he has Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston from 4 yards out. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Done good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He completes it right side away. Touchdown, LA! A great play there. 38 yards. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Done good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On first down, it's Sanchez. Flush to his right. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now a first down throw, Sanchez. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review in this.
After review the play.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Throwing on third down, Sanchez. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tim Patrick with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea with the top